Go, let's do it. There's a tutorial mode. That's a lot of tutorials I don't think I want to sit through. We'll just get the TLDR of it. Yeah, I don't think Nihongo will make it any better. I've been chewing through some Japanese games on my own time, and boy, it can be rough going, but it's kind of rewarding when you can understand what's going on. Right, the main mode is where you select a power, so we play as one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 powers. Unify the map, surely. Gameplay is divided to organization, to prepare, and then attack, where invasions, a season is organized. So, you organize, you attack, that's one season, then carry on. Very good. Hey, it's not far off of Dominions already. During the attack phase, troops, units, battle, control phases, enemy nations will attack each other. Well, maybe it's more like Sengoku ramps then. Who am I to say? Anyway, let us get on with it. The rest of these, as best I understand, are, yeah, they're little things you have to play through. I don't really want to spend half my time just chewing through tutorial battles here. See what the game is made of. U-block has failed me, but AdBlock still works. They both failed me, personally, but I will spend some time figuring that out.
我らが大地ルーナジアこの世界を訪れしそなたよ見るがいいこの地では古の彼方よりひとときもマナのシャワーが止むことはないマナはルーンの神が人間たちに与えし神秘の力人間たちはマナを浴びるほどにその能力を開花させていったのじゃ並外れた知力剣を持つ手には人力を超えた大いなる力さまざまに繰り出される魔法そして古代のモンスターを召喚させ意のままに従わせる術さえもないつしか彼らはルーンの騎士と呼ばれるようになったのじゃやがてルーンの騎士たちはマナの力に追い立てられるように高みを目指した剣と知力魔法によって己の陣を広げ必要とあらば敵対するルーンの騎士を打ち破ったいくつもの国が生まれそしていくつもの国が消え去ったその歴史は幾度か繰り返されることとなったそんなルーンの騎士たちにとって最も大切なものが5つのブリガンダインだったその鎧あるいは装身具にはそれぞれルーンの神から授かった5つのマナストーンが組み込まれてあったのじゃブリガンダインを身につけたルーンの騎士はそれは他の騎士を圧倒したのじゃよ大陸の覇権をかけた戦いは師匠ルーナジア戦記に克明に綴られ同時に戦いを通して我らが知り得たある大切な真実も記されることとなっただがあるルーンの騎士によってルーナジア全土が統一されると師匠はまるでそれを見届けたように戦火の中に消滅してしまったのだこの世界を訪れしそなたよ今ブリガンダインは正義高潔自由誇りそして自我の5つそなたにはそのいずれかを身にまといあるいは身にまとうことなく歴史に倣い大陸制覇に向かう6つの道があるそしてそなたがルーナジアの各地を手中に収めてゆくたびに師匠ルーナジア戦記の失われたページは よみがえってくることだろう。しかるに統一を果たした時、そなたは知るのだ。このルーナジアで起きたすべての、そしてあらゆる物語を。
Certainly makes my life easier if there are 2 hours of lore building, but no, here we are. Runersia, 781. 5 nations and 1 tribe. Okay, so 6 factions to play off. Pick one, conquer the world. How hard could it be? I'm going to assume very hard. Yeah, Anime Dominions 5, right? They said they've got magic, swords, summons. So we've got a republic, we've got a kingdom, we've got a tribe. Ah, the empire. Looks like it's ruled by a nerd, though. A theocracy, that's rather appealing. Ugh, never jump into islands playing a strategy game. You heard me. That freaking Cossacks game. I'm torn between the theocracy and the tribe. I think I'll go with the tribe. Green is surely the color of good. Right, ruled by women, fortified village deep in the mountains. Freedom. I'm all about freedom. Alright, let's do it. You should do the theocracy, says Shy Mystic. Maybe if things come crumbling apart for our little tribe here. Normally I'm averse against setting things on easy mode. I like to play on normal for most games, but on a game where I have no idea what I'm doing, easy mode's probably the right thing to do here. Start with Talia. Yeah, let's go for it. Skip this guide? No, let's not skip anything. Picking up a game swiftly in 2 hours can be quite easy, but for strategy games it tends to be very rough. So don't expect anything great here. Not from me at least, maybe the game is really good. So we're in the mountains as a fortified all-female village. That sounds like a den of disaster. Women formed their witchcraft, they drove away all the men. How do they breed? Oh well, here we go. Once a woman turns 18, she can bathe in the spring of the dragon. And that, okay. If you say so, game. Not often that you jump into a game and are immediately exposed to live birth, but there you go.
タリア、あなたはこの森林城のマザー、狩猟デラの娘。我らの掟はよくご
I think
存
I've
知。
read this Dojin.
ええ、この里で男の子は暮らすことはできない。もし男の子が生まれたら、その時は
すぐに母親と引き離し、里子に出すなりってね。しょうがない。タリア、メグ姉さんが意識を取り戻す前にこの子を森の外に連れ出そう。
メグ姉さん、あんなに赤ちゃんが生まれるの楽しみにしてたのに。
Certainly is making my life easier that there is no gameplay here whatsoever. Maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe it's not a strategy game whatsoever and it's actually just a visual
さすが
novel.
マナの泉だね。夜になっても全然人がいなくならないわ。
これじゃあ今夜は遊べそうにないな。昨日は酒場で男といいとこまで行ったんだけどな。
ちょっとレイ姉さん、遊びすぎ。狩猟やメデッサに知られたら大変だよ。
ふーんだ。城の外に出た時ぐらい男と遊びまくらなくちゃね。タリア、あんたも一度男の味を覚えてごらん。白龍の湯なんかより全然いいよ。
やだもう、レイ姉さんたら。
静かにしないか、忍び。
あら、忍びと呼び捨てかい兄さん。へえ、見ればあんたも雇われ者だね。まさか旧ハザム国の男ってわけじゃないだろうね。
ハザムの流れで悪いか。
そいつは残念。私はね、どんなに2枚目でもハザム系の血が入った男は勘弁してもらってるのさ。
そいつはお互い様だ。
なんだって？
ちょっとレイ姉さん、やめなさいってば。
これは忍びの里中。シドのやつめが何か失礼なことを申しましたかな。
申したも何も、女性を相手にするときはもう少しお上品にしていただきたいものですわ。ねえタリア。
タリアですと？それじゃあマザー・デラの娘。
あら、よくご存知ね。母とは面識があるんですか？
いやはははは。わしは傭兵頭のヨーゼと申す者。この通り長く諜報活動をしておりますからな。忍び族の今の狩猟のことぐらい存じ上げておりますとも。
あれは
グスタファのやつらだ。
何ですって？
タリア、ハザムの男なんかに負けちゃいられないよ。離せ！
兵を挙げる？タリア、一体どういうことです？
マザー、母さん、このルーナジアの国々では様々なことが起こっています。マナサリージアとガイムールではルーンの神にまつわる財派とモハナ派の対立がいよいよ激化。 ノーザリオのルビーの三世王が亡くなり、グスタファはノーザリオの拠点に進軍。それにグスタファがあんな動きをしていなければ。
確かにレイがあんな風に死ぬこともなかった。
母さん、そういった動きに目を背け、今まで通り雇われの身に甘んじていては、またレイ姉さんのような悲劇を生むばかりだよ。
タリア、いくら母と子であってもマザーに対し少し言葉が過ぎますよ。
母さんはずるいよ。
タリア、
だってずるいじゃない。母さんは今のままじゃいけないことを本当は誰よりも分かってるはずじゃないか。
なのに兵を挙げようとしない、そう言いたいのね。マザー、それはこの女たちの里を守るため。タリア、お前にもそのことが分かっているはず。
でもそれじゃあおばあちゃんたちよりもっと前の代が追い出した男たちと同じじゃないか。
え？
男たちはハザムが小さな国だから、あえて大国に立ち向かうのをやめ、まるで奴隷のように貸し付いて生き延びようとした。その結果自由を奪われ、我ら忍び族の誇りは地に落ちた。男たちは外にはヘラヘラと従順で、里に帰れば女たちに当たり散らした。だから女たちは城を作ったんじゃなかったの。どこの国とも自由に渡り合えるようになるために。
自由に。
我らの里に伝わる自由のブリガンダイン。母さん、私は敵が自由を奪いに来るのなら、その前にこの自由のブリガンダインで戦いに出ます。
タリア、もう一人私の娘を失うわけにはいかないわ。うるさがられてもついていくわよ。
メデッサ、ありがとう。
ヨーゼ殿、それにシドとやら、娘レイのことではお世話になったと聞いています。
心中お察しいたします、メデッサ殿。出立のこの場でお悔やみを申し上げるのははばかられますが、ご令嬢、忍び魔術の使い手としてまこと感服した最後でした。このヨーゼとシド、少しでもお役に立てればと馳せ参じました。
礼を言います。タリア、マザーからは逐一報告するようにと。
ええ、分かってるわ。母さん、ずるいなんて言ってごめんなさい。私は母さんがやりたいと思っても狩猟としてできないことをやるの。いつも見守っていてね。
さて、ぼちぼち出かけますかな。
みんな行くわよ。
Okay, my god. I'm not sure to be grateful that that chewed up about a quarter of the time of this dictatorship, or be mad that that was almost sending me to sleep. Like I said, probably a punishment dictator here. I'm pretty sure we just saw this, yes. Their attack phase, organization phase, take over the world. Actually, this does look a little different. What's all this? Yes, control bases, minimap, distribution of power. Seems to indicate that I want to play this as a controller for a strategy game. What madness. Place the cursor, bottom left, press K. K? Okay. Strange mapping. Right, organization phase. I have no idea how to do pretty much anything. Select a base with knights, issue commands. Sure. I will do just that. Summon troops. Summon battles, strengthen forces, organize troops, swap units around. I think I see Shy Mystic saying this would be better suited for a long play than a 2 hours thing. You're probably right, but I'm not sure I would have ever elected this to be on the channel to begin with. Such as the pickle that people that put it in for the likes of a dictatorship game are in, no doubt. Move troops around, invasions, defend bases, dispatch knights on quests. Ah. Oh man, okay. See, this is the thing about playing strategy games on stream for a very short amount of time. It's like all this... First the lore dump, then the gameplay information dump, and I'm left like, what the hell do I do and how? And even if you know how to do stuff, what exactly should you do? Troops on standby... CP? Command points? Probably. Command range? Rune power? Bloody hell. Yeah, oh Jesus, okay. Okay. Monsters can be summoned at your bases during the organization phase. Ensure all preparations are completed before moving on to the attack phase. Okay. Monsters don't need upkeep mana. What the hell's upkeep mana? What does? Where is it? Who needs how much? Oh Christ, okay, yeah, this is Weeb's Dominion, isn't it? Well, maybe not as deep as Dominions. Okay... Oh, okay. Once you've finished issuing commands, select end phase. I didn't issue any commands, I don't know how to do them or what to even do. Right. In that case, could I order my troops to... Oh, for Christ's sake. Move into adjacent enemies, battlefields, either side of invade. Move from another base, join invasion on an attack. Okay. Well, this is us, right? Talia. I don't know if I'm telling people to move to here or from here. Why would I even want to be on the attack? Looks like there's stuff happening around here, though. What's the indication? That there's fighting happening over in Cornwern? Perhaps I could... hex-based mini-map with... Oh my Christ alive. Yes. Of course. No troops. Bunch of monsters. Why do people do this? Right, let's make an assumption that we're going to want to do some attacking around here, and for that ahead of time we need to move people over to Fupai. So let's try and... Okay, maybe that is the people that are already there then. Alright, can I move you two? And confirm that and tell them to go here? Cannot move to an enemy base, then how in the world do we attack? I like watching... Oh no, you say they like watching you suffer. I don't know, I think anyone that puts this game forward puts it forward because they love this game. Forcing someone to play it for 2 hours is not a great way to share that love. But I brought this up many times. Many times people have put forward like a strategy game that they love. They put it in for 2 hours and I'm like, why? Why do you do that? I'm not gonna love a game being forced to play it for 2 hours when there's so much to figure out. I still don't even know how to attack here. Fupai has units. Oh god, quests? Exploration quests to get items or monsters and training. Uh-huh. Well, you know what? Why don't you two just go and do something then? Why don't you go and Do stuff? Ah, here we go. The hell are any of these things? Go and check out the Chim Chim Jungle. Whatever that means. Uh-huh. Boy, the key mapping and this is all sorts of weird. Y, K, and J. So the reason it worked with Dominions is that was very much bought out. Somebody amassed a huge amount of time to force me to play Dominions, and it did work, right? Dominions is a very good game, though. Well, maybe this game is very good. It's hard to see that immediately. I just have no idea what I'm bloody doing, though. Right. I want to see how I tell my troops to go and... Oh god, they've got their own equipments as well. Apparently you have nothing, but I could make you have the Thunder Spear and the Magic Helm. Well, apparently Talia had that on. Talia. Christ, I have no idea. Let's end the phase and see what people end up doing. Ah, of course, that was organization. The attack was probably done on the attack phase. Yeah, select attacking troops and an enemy base to go on the offense. Check the enemy or okay. Well then, let's go on the attack, shall we? Carla and Shuna, let's have you go on the offense to... Yeah, sure, what? Garmland, get it done. Maybe not the big scary Empire in Garwin. Let's do Altarina. I guess you can only attack whatever is adjacent. Dominion, good. Jake was brainwashed by playing it. Yes and no. Maybe more yes than no. Alright, you guys gonna attack or what? I just told you to attack. Can I only order one attack per turn? No, it's just that we were stuck on Koopa-Loopa. Meza, then. Why don't you go on the offense to Angela? Because there are no troops there, probably. How about you, Fupai? Nope, they're all busy with their quest and cannot attack. Very cool. Okay. Execute the invasion. Once the attack phase ends, troops of each country will execute their invasion orders, beginning with the troop in the highest total combat power. Right. This is an interesting thing that happens in this kind of game. What happens when two units both enter each other's areas? Sometimes that ends up with weird things in Dominions, like you walk past each other somehow. Multiple countries, same base, highest number of combat power gets priority, so more bigger, more better. Alright. The numbers don't immediately look good for us, but let's do it anyway. How does a battle even work? Sounds like you have a lot of love for this game, Shy Mystic. Why, dare I ask? I'm not being accusatory on this game. This game could be magnificent. I just haven't played it right now yet. But what draws you to it? Each base has a different battle. Oh my god, we've got hex-based combat. Winning troops will occupy the base. Very well. You can choose up to 3 troops from all the invading, victory, invasions, new base. Alright, sure. Then get to work. Deploy A. Deploy... well, whatever, get in there. Hexagons are bestagon, Jakes. You've got 200 hours in 2 months, good lord. Oh, man. Retreat if wounded. This is just so much to take in for a game I don't care about. Right, win battles, drive away troops, defeat the ruler. Turn-based. Can't say turn-based without based. Turn ends, all troops have finished their actions. Higher levels will act first.
狩り開始。
戦いを避けられないって言うなら敵も味方も怪我人を多く出す前に終わらせるわ。
Are you an archer?
不届き者どもめ。
Oh, why? Okay, move the cursor, press key, full use, specialties, resounding victories, hexagons, okay. Rune Knight leader is able to use their mana to give orders, monsters in a troop. Man, I did not put in Dictator slots just for people to use it as Dictator punishment, but I should have seen this coming. Terrain effects, yeah, okay. Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm never gonna digest this, go away. Alright, big hex-based map. Looks like we're pretty much playing Civilization now. So, get moving. Oh god. Maybe I should have paid any attention as to the controls for this thing. I want you to move here. How hard could that be? Menu, switch, fast forward, stats, auto mode. Auto mode does appeal, but not quite yet. Yeah, these controls are bloody awful, aren't they? I am going to unthinkably plug in a controller and see if things improve. Freaking Japanese in charge of making strategy games for the PC. Alright. Hold tight PS4 controller. Not had any games, but it certainly had a half decent controller. Oh, this feels wrong. Right. That options stuff at the bottom looks all sorts of wrong, but okay. There we go. Let's move you down here. Much better. This feels so wrong. Taking me back to playing Age of Empires on the PS2. This is made for the good old PlayStation. Wow. Wait, that's all I got to do? What about my other unit? Oh, I think it did say you can only use 4 units at once if I am remembering the situation correctly. Can I make you run outside of this? No, I cannot. You can only run within the glowy orbs. Very well. I haven't even attacked yet, and this feels awful. Okay, so this punishment dictatorship game was submitted by Stacy, probably because I keep calling her Stacy. I'm probably meant to say the Stassi. But if that were the case, then surely there'd be a double S. And this is awful. This is not my kind of game, and even for that, it seems pretty poor. Right, zone of controls, 6 hexes around them. Sure, you cannot charge through zones of control. Very good. Overlap all 6 in an enemy's Zoc with allies Zoc, then you just keep them trapped. Good for them. Good for us, potentially. At least no one's making you play Ogre Battle 65. I'm well established I can't stand these kinds of games, but hey ho. What can you do? People just keep thinking, oh, but surely this game that I love, he won't get enough of it, right? He just needs a proper good game to come in. Show him what's for. Do I have a little gobbo here? Why? Does that seem like something these freedom-loving hippies are going to enjoy? Okay, nice counter, Carla. Seems like the obvious thing to do is to surround and destroy this thing. Ah, but of course there's turn order. Now only the B ones can go. Can they move and then take an action? Maybe so, maybe no.
不届き者どもめ。
Just uppercut a wolf. Alright, little gobbo thing. If I move you here... Okay, you can move and use a skill. Skills, spells, skills during battle. Okay. Power, accuracy, magic points. Buffs, debuffs. Yep, I'm sure I don't care that much. I wonder if I'm having a hard time hitting you because you're in the forest. I was planning on moving into there, but obviously that didn't come to fruition. Not good for you, Bonbo. Alright, what magic do you have up your sleeves here? Temple Knight? A thrust, a rush, a slice? Never misses. What about some nice magic? Dispels debuffs, magic resistance. God, I have no idea. Why don't you just use your powerful airy rush against the bandity thing? And deploy more of those killer bites while you're at it. Okay, just fail at it as well. Too bad, Gilo. You lose. Maybe take a defensive stance over there in the forest. You get stuck in. And maybe don't fail at this bite. Boy, it's swole bandits crushing us. Ogre Battle gives Grimoire a run for its money when it comes to putting me to sleep, says Ninja. Wow. Normally I have such good things to say about games. That doesn't sound good at all. Alright, Dancer. Surely you have something that's going to help us out here. Venom. I thought maybe you could, like, dance us better? No? Okay, in that case... Could you go over here and then dance this thing to death? And how about you, weird dragon thing? Get over here and give Tall, Dark, and Ugly a taste of your fury.
Shinbatsu.
Come on now, simultaneous combat never solved anything. I really hate my dogs. And I think the thief just ate part of the dog. Certainly regained some health. So since I'm in an... If you weren't here, I could move you in and do that AoE against both of you. But you're not there, so you're gonna have to Wakata your way out of this situation. There we go, tit for tat. The button glyphs at the bottom are spazzing out like crazy. Wonder what's up with that. Probably one of those questions best not to ask. Push in for more advantage, or take a nice position over here? Surely being in a forest is good for defense. Yeah. I wonder if there's permadeath. Come on, Gobbo, get to work. I don't think this is going to be a very successful invasion for us. No, this is not a punishment game, Aurelia. We have already had our punishment game. That was the Amazing Frog. This is the even more punishing dictatorship game, Brigandine. Although I guess saying punishment and dictator might make you think that it is both. They are legally distinct. Right, I'm in charge of the bees here, right? Get that dancer up front. Having a hard time with those snakes, aren't I? Taking more damage on the hit back. Hello, acid breath attack. If only I could move up here, but I have a funny feeling the zone of control issue is stopping me getting good movement on that. I wonder if your health is also your attack power in this game. Seriously, Jake, how are you liking or not liking it? This ticks all of the wrong boxes for me so far. Except maybe the art style. Not the art style that we see here on the grid here, but the character portraits and the art style that we saw for the lore dump at the start was pretty neat. Otherwise, I mean, anyone bringing this game to me knows that I'm going to hate this game, so I am forced to believe that that's what Stassi was thinking. Not, oh boy, I love this game, I want to share that love with Jake. Just, oh, I want Jake to have a miserable freaking day. I'm gonna make him play this turn-based strategy game, hex-based as well. All the things he hates. Freaking Stassi. I think it is revenge for just calling him Stacy all the time. So yeah, I have a hard time saying a game like this is bad, but it is absolutely not the kind of game I enjoy playing. Once upon a time, dictators cost a third of what they do today, but point inflation is real, and it can hurt you. At this rate, we might just take down Swole Thief. Max proficiency, carryover magic. We haven't seen anything about magic worth doing. Oh, okay, you can heal. Get dancing, dancer. Alright, could I perhaps get you over here? And then you use your... Oh, I thought you had your ghastly breath thing that you could use. Yeah, there it is. Ah, I see. That little icon probably means that you cannot move and use this skill at the same time. Cannot be countered, never misses. I don't want to deal minor damage. I want this thing dead. But he keeps breaking me. There we go, trick shot you out of existence. Masaka! Get out of here, Largo. Whoa! Largo and his friend just disappeared as well. What could it all mean? Well, heavens knows, but we are on our bloody last legs. Could I not just run and capture the castle? Isn't the point of each combat to simply capture the castle? What if I leg it over there? Yeah, what do you think about that? Not only that, I'm going to keep you pinned down in my area of... Oh, maybe I can't. I can run over here regardless. Give you the killer bites. Oh, also get myself killed. It's okay, you can do it. On 1% health, you got this, Shuna.
もっとうまく舞えるような気がするわ。
Now you could become a rogue? Oh, you're not becoming anything. Bye bye.
限界なの。ごめん、タリア。
Oh, retreated. You would have thought she'd just die.
わかった。
Alright, the fort is ours. But it probably doesn't work like that, does it? But maybe we can have one of those Godzilla War of the Monster moments where we win by holding a position so strong that no one can beat us. We heal here as well. Alright, Carla, it's up to you. Minor damage. Never misses. Minor. I'm not here for minor. Uses magic points that you don't have, but maybe being here will give us some of those points.
彼、上達。嬉しい。
Ureshina. What is your problem? I can't seem to use you at all, you're just stuck there. Well, that's okay, I am stuck here, and I don't have a problem with that, although... What are they doing? They've abandoned their fort! I have their fort! Might as well take the opportunity to just hold here and regain everything. They're out of magic points, which is kind of good for me. Are they retreating? I don't know what they're doing. But it's not hurting me to just drink from the well of hit points that are offered to me.
多くの人を救うため、今は引きましょう。
Oh yeah, there we go. Get the hell out of here. See, I might not be any good or enjoy this kind of game, but my ginormous strategic brain ensured that the fort is mine. Sacrifices had to be made. Well, if you can call those deadweight sacrifices. Okay, we burn the place down.
ワイムールのエルザ。
いかにも大統領の娘エルザ・ウザーラ。タリア様、ご存知でしたか？
ええ、警護の任務に出た時、たまたまお話ししたことがあって。
ヨーゼ殿、そのエルザがどうかして？
はあ、傭兵として方々の国で働いておりますとな、実にさまざまな情報が聞こえてくるものでして、そのエルザ、ものすごい剣を持っておるとか。
At least there's a bit of log here, including the ability to replay the lines,
いかにも
which I always appreciate
ものすごい剣とな。
in these kinds of games. What the hell is this filthy beast doing here?
威力の全貌はこの足にもわかりません。だが何でもあの国に代々伝わるムールエンジェ三姉妹の形見であるとか。
ムールエンジ
確かグスタフの変だとか言ったな。その時に名を挙げた姉妹がいたとか言う。
うん。シド、お前さんの嫌いなそれは美しい女騎士だそうだぞ。
やめてくれ。
まあ冗談もさておき、タリア様、どうやらその件には十分お気をつけになった方がよろしいかと。何にしろその剣は手にしたものを試すということです。
なんですって？
つまり手にしたものが自分自身を使いこなせる器でないと見限るや。
まさか剣が攻撃してくるとでも？
あるいは
そんな。
タリア様、 私が申し上げたかったのはこの不気味な剣のことだけではございません。このルーナジアの大地では何が我々にとって災いとなって降りかかってくるか分かりません。ですから
一刻も早く大陸のすべてを手中に収めよ。そうおっしゃりたいのね、ヨーゼ殿。
仰せの通りで。
Your guess is as good as mine as to why the glyphs for the actions keep twitching.
Ballet というものがあんなにも美しく、そして自由だとは思いませんでした。
自由？私のバレエをそんな風に言われたのは初めてだわ。
いいえ、ステージのあなた様はまるで羽の生えた妖精のようで。申し訳ありません。でも会場の警備はきちんと。
忍び一族が任務に忠実なのはこの国の誰もが知るところ。
恐れ入ります、エルザ様。エルザ様のお父上アーデン大統領が病に伏していらっしゃることは他の国々ではとうに知られたこと。それに隣国のノーザリオ王国ではルビーの三世王が謎の死、グスタファ神聖帝国、そしてマナサリージア法王国まで何やらおかしな動きが出ております。
Yeah, unfortunately, Ninjin, my knowledge of Japanese does not extend to the kinds of terms they're using in this game.
どうしたの？
なんでもないわ。
I mean, that's very basic.
エルザウザーラと話をしたと言ってたわね。一体何の話をしたの？
さあ、何だったかしら。なんたって初めての任務で夢中だったもの、よく覚えてないわ。
Oh my god, does it end? I thought Amazing Frog was going to be the most boring game I played today. The hell is this?
アンクルトビー？ええ、もともとは我らの保護種バズーだったようだけど、なんでもバレット族の妖体に頭部を噛まれたとかで。まあそれで人間の言葉を？そう、話せるようになったらしいの。タリアったらバズーには近づいちゃいけない決まりになっているっていうのに、この私にはペラペラと洗いざらい話してくれるわ。
そんな掟破り、マザーの私にはそうそう話せないものね。それでなのね、あの子術の切れ味がとても鋭くなった気がしてたの。
あれだけアンクルトビーと森を駆け回ってるんですもの。忍び魔術にも生きてくるわ。
メデッサ、修行に役立っているぐらいなら多めに見ておきますけど、でもくれぐれもバズーたちの生活に深入りしないよう釘を刺しておいてね。
え？
バズーはことのほか家族意識が強い動物と聞くわ。タリアはいずれ私の後を継いでこの里のマザーを務めなくてはならない。そんなあの子
分かっているわ、マザー。いいえ、デラ、タリアが不正というものに関心を持ってしまったら困るものね。
メデッサ、 時々心配になるの。タリアはよく物事を見つめ考える子だわ。来年には一人で外の任務に就かせなくてはならない年齢になる。でもまだまだ子供で好奇心も人一倍強い。だからふとしたことであの子と会う男と出会ったりしたら。
デラ、大丈夫よ、デラ。あなたにはいつも私がついてる。
メデッサ。
I've never fallen asleep on stream before, but this has got to be the closest I've come to it. What is this nonsense? Why? Why of all the games that you could Dictator? And there are many games out there. Alright. Dagger get. Longsword get. What use are they? Perhaps we'll never know. Mana balance, mana, subtracting upkeep. Okay. Didn't I lose a fair bit of my mana beasts though? I mean, I get under all the anime here. Looks like we have a functional enough turn-based strategy game, but why play this over, say, Three Kingdoms? I don't know. What was the one I took over, by the way? I think it was Alternia, which gives us mana. Has you stationed in it. I wonder what happens when you move into a fort that has nothing stationed in it. I mean, take Koalupa right now. Has absolutely no units here. Release monsters, change names, class. No, I need something here, surely. Perhaps I need to summon myself Bronze Golem. 150, 15, a wyvern. How much mana do I even have? Mana reserves are enormous, so surely I can have myself my own Bronze Golem. Will he be available this turn? That is so ugly. 3D models look so bad, but the 2D stuff looks good. Okay, so it's up to our Bronze Golem to save Koalupa. Mesa seems full of units though, right? Look at all of them here. You people need to go out on a rampage. You came to get down. Actually, could I select all of them? Yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's go and move you over to... Wait, can I move you really far? Cannot move to an enemy base. Cannot move to an enemy base. Cannot move to an enemy base. What if I move you over to all to Fupai? Actually, since I went on the attack against the purple people, maybe I should maintain the attack there. But it was talking about how much we want to take the sword and prove ourselves from Gargar. So perhaps Fupai to Cornwern to Elendal and beyond? Or perhaps moving you all over to Alternia, and then we can attack from there. How bad could it be? Could be better though if we also summon ourselves some rocks. How amazing was the frog? It is amazing to think that some poor kid played 200 hours of that in this bloody community. Alright, what the hell is that? Looks like you came out of Alice in Wonderland. Let's bring in the imp as well then. You need to equip the monsters, that's so. Do we actually have them on the turn that we summon them? I mean, there's no troops here to equip the golem with, sadly, and I don't know how to do that. Maybe you don't get new leaders. Perhaps if I put Reche over to Koalupa, they can grab the golem and all will be well. And now that we are here in Alternia, it's time to get down. No, not you alone. Can I just grab everybody? No, because if you've moved, you cannot follow up with an attack. In that case, just hold out for a wee while. Oh, amazing! We got a new turn and we didn't get a dialogue dump. Alright, in that case, with all the troops we have here, we should be able to equip you... units? Yeah, there we go. So this wussy looking leader is going to grab the imp and the rock. Wait, is this really a summon? It's an angel. Oh, I got a soft spot for angels. That Temple Knight did all the heavy lifting in our last endeavors. What's all these Thord crossings? I think that just shows where you can go on the offense. So we can go on the offense from Alternia to either Angela and Setastoria. I do quite like the fact that the map is changing color based on our conquests. It's rather nice. You know what game didn't do that? Bannerlord. But let's be honest, Bannerlord is fun until you have to manage a kingdom. Kingdom management in Bannerlord sucks unfeasible amounts of ass. Alright, I want my bronze giant. Hey, I wonder if you could solo an area. I mean, you look so big and beefy. Okay, not with that tiny amount of CP. I don't think we can take like a 2.5 to 1 like that. But Foopy's got it. Seems like it would be difficult to mix offense and defense in this. Kind of like it is in Bannerlord. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go on the attack. Just grab everyone. Can we grab everyone? Is such a thing even possible? Surely that's too many to attack with. Wouldn't we get like ground down in turns? Well, whatever. There's no kill like overkill. Let's take out Angela. Invade. This kind of looks like your jam. What in the world? Rizla, between that comment and your assertion that a bris could be done in 3 hours, I'm beginning to think there's nothing between your ears. A bris in 3 hours. What was that based on? I was saying this earlier during Amazing Frog, but I skipped about a dozen levels, and I still came in barely at 3 hours. I'm not even sure if that was the end of the game. This is interesting. There's an A, B, and C, but that appears to be all I can deploy. I want to see what Jose is made of. Alright, get in there. It was based on a pretty safe payout for the lose lobby. Was that beating the game though? I didn't see any credits rolling. There was nothing really to say that's the end of the game. There were arguments about what constituted beating that game, and I'm sure they would have been very heated arguments if I had beaten that level within 3 hours and 1. Oh well, as long as you had fun, Rizla, nobody else matters. I'm serious. I'm afraid you can beat me with neither, Kane. Alright, oh my god, we're already coming to the real meat and potatoes of why I don't like playing RTS or TBS. Kind of same problem for both, actually. Too many bloody units to care about. And something that I well and truly love about Dominions. You don't have to care about them. There are absolutely units in Dominions which exist to die. Your hordes of skeletons, your armoured war dogs, your crummy militia, your long pointy speared thingamajiggers. Many of them just exist to die so that your big chunky mages can get their evocations off, and it feels good. Speaking of which, Dominion 6 coming out January the something-teenth. My crummy memory says 17th. I don't think I'll be streaming it immediately on its release, but because I want to spend some time seeing how the modding situation is in the game, getting it to run, tinkering about with it. I've never been one for just immediately streaming a game upon its release. It has happened before. Monster Hunter World comes to mind, actually. What does auto mode look like? I was wondering about that as well, Carrot Smuggler. I thought it might be a bit, you know, throwing in the towel to just turn on auto mode and have the game play itself while I sit back and go, ah, I've gained the system here. It seems a bit disingenuous to our beloved dictatorship game submitters, in this case the Stasi. I wonder if only flying units can go across water, or if anyone can, it just gets you some malices of sorts. For example, the horsey thing here. Oh, it's a unicorn. Then the game makes you lose and play the map over again, Jake. Yeah. Those are the risks you have to take. There's always risks when streaming. Alright, Jose. You got a skill you can do? They might come for you next. Why don't you get all agile-like? At least it's explaining these icons. A lot of games have icons with zero explanation about them. And holy moly, can that be a royal pain in the bum. Actually, a game that comes to mind for that is Rants. Rants has all these icons. What do they mean? Well, the game isn't going to tell you. It was, I think, an incredible accident that Sengoku Rants was as amazing as it is. And it is an amazing game. Truly amazing. Breathtakingly good, even. Well, leaders lead from the front. But, well, right, you're a healer. Does that mean you can heal? Amazing. Where was this heal spell when I needed it before? In that case, you take up the rear. Have these weirdos out front. Ooh, my angel. We could go straight in on the attack here, but that seems like I'd be sending my Pegasus away to die. So instead, let us consider something of a flank. Wow, it's a flying unicorn. Perhaps even a Pegasus. Imp seems kind of weak and squishy, we'll keep you up behind. Hold that bridge, my own Zhang Fei. Good positioning by you, less so by me. Alright, alright. Their sea troops go, but they seem quite far away. Ooh, they got a bard! That's kind of cool. The ultimate form of magic. Oh god, this is our leader here. We probably shouldn't let you die. Moderate amount of HP to all allies within a 2 hex. Or even 3 hex. Guaranteed next skill, blah 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 blah. Couldn't I just have you mash them? Recover damage dealt. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Don't like the look of that fire-breathing thing. Its area of effect is unpleasant. Yeah, that's what I thought. What can you do for me, imp thing? Increased defense. Yes. Could we perhaps just have you back here, and then... Oh, is that something you need to be standing still for? Oh, of course it is. Alright, protect the leader. Even more hexagons, my favourite. And then... You... Get on the flank. Oh, that would chain you in. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Being in the water is probably not good, though. It just says ±0 for both accuracy and everything else. In fact, does any terrain have any effect here? It's all just saying ±0. Fascinating. Alright, well if that's the case, I guess I'm gonna solemnly stand in this river. Maybe not from there. Maybe from there, actually. And then mash you with the big claw. Well, that looks really bad. That's gonna hurt me a lot more than it hurts you. Not sure I like this flame dragon friend. Perhaps I can get all up in the red elemental space. And then my unicorn agonizingly slowly brings up the rear. Man-eater. Not a lot of men for you to eat. Get around on the flank. Boy, my angel is not going to be holding out for too long. Alright, Jose, look at all these people in a straight line in front of you. Surely you have something that can do that? No, it's just single adjacent unit stuff. Alright, give it a go. Pathetic. You look like an archer of sorts, Centaur. Perhaps your killer shot could take something out. And I really mean out. Weird elemental thing, perhaps? Say goodnight. Imp thing. Could you continue to protect Jose? Seems to be my main target here. Mandrake, what can you even do? Seems like not a lot from there. Ah, there we go. You enjoy being in the forest. Stand by there. They get their A's and their B's going next. It's going to be a painful turn for us next, I foresee. Well, let's keep our leader in good spirits and good health, although I could heal up the angel. The angel's just not pulling our weight, so... There you go. Poor dying angel. Perhaps your magic is the way forward? A Divine Ray, single unit within 2 hex, ultimate damage to zombies. Well, these aren't zombies per se. But I could do with less of you. It says you're not going to counterattack. Fine by me. I don't know if protection stacks, I doubt it does. Let's protect this weird thing that we have here, though. These imps seem pretty good for doing magic, although I don't know how much this defense up really makes a difference. Right, Mandrake. Yeah, bring you forward. And then Flying Pegasus. I'd really like to do something about this terrifying flame dragon before it tears my main dude apart. But do you have any awesome magic or big attacks? Maybe I could get in on this bard. This bard keeps buffing, and I'd rather this bard was very dead. Pegasus is a healer! Why would it be a healer? Look at it! Oh boy. Nice stick tap. Well, it's certainly not a good fighter. That thing's gonna get ravaged. But it's okay, it's clearly there to just draw away the aggro. Your accuracy and evasion have dropped down now that you're in the river, and for that you shall be punished. Well, the flying stinger would be even better. Not really in a position to do that. Yeah, look at that, you hurt me a lot more than I hurt you. You are a pain to bring down. Single adjacent unit. Recover hit points. Yeah, but I'm not hurting. Don't know about that. What else can we be doing? Man-eater, for example. Hey you, could you like move away and not get ravaged here? And then I could have you, unless you have something that's really good that you can only do whilst standing still. Which you do, actually. I just would have rather had you here, since that's a good place for you. Mandrake loves forest. Mandrake doesn't like tons of water. I like that major damage. Yeah, screw it, get you over here regardless. And no, not standby. Crumbs. I shouldn't have hit standby. I would like that red elemental to go. Keeps doing nasty stuff to us. So I'll say this, Jake, the reason you're hurting so much from the red dragons because you are elemental damage boosts and defenses. You're using green. Okay, you are vastly overestimating how much I give half a hoot about any of that, Shy Mystic. I don't like this game. And that makes it pretty hard to be invested in any of that. I am mostly just at a great loss as to why this was brought forward as a Dictator game. Sometimes I ask this question, people just meekly say, oh, I thought you'd like it. And I'm just left wondering, based on what? Which is absolutely the case here. I mean, it's like when I made Acronymus play Dominions 5, right? Sure, I could have yelled at him about all the major things he was missing. Did he care? No, of course he wouldn't care, so there was no point telling him. Alright, swordsman, you've been here for a good wee while. Surely you can dispatch things. Yeah, like our floating charge friend. Get out of here. Pathetic counterattack. What else do we have going for us? Another Mandrake, the Imp. Inflict silence on an enemy. When are your A units getting a go? You know what, I wonder if I could silence that bard. No, bard is outside of range, and if I were to move forward, I cannot use magic. Well, too bad for me. Hey, they've left this completely unattended. What if I were to make my move? Aha! They'll never see this coming. It's not exactly the same move I did last time. I didn't use a centaur for it. Alright, it'll be made ours. And you just continue to keep the flanks good. And what do I have? I got my dying Pegasus back here. I bet you too could hold this if you feel like it. And you're in a bad way back there. You may be a healing, but surely the good Lord helps those who help themselves. Yeah, go for it. Oh, Christ, that seems unfair. Oh yeah, thanks for doing all that damage. Now I'll just undo it. You, enough of that fire. Actually, Bard, enough of your shenanigans. Oh, wow. You can miss with magic? This isn't Final Fantasy X. It's to fill in for the punishment game you should have gotten 2 weeks ago, says Young. I'm sure. Were you in cahoots over this? Nah, no way. No way. I find it surprising the unicorn's horn attack would be so pathetic. You're probably right. Maybe they are made to be healers. But look at that sweet horn attack. Oh wow, it does nothing to you, Temple Knight. Seems you are just here to heal. Well, if healing's what you're gonna do, get back here and do some healing. As for you... I wonder if I can move, say, here, and then I'd be able to strike the Bard with that area of effect attack. Until then, though... simply Gale Thrust down... you. As we all know, foreign attacks do nothing. This imp probably does not appreciate being where it is, but... if I just silence you... I'll have nothing to fear. Okay, does silence ever hit? Maybe I'm missing something. Would not be the first time, won't be the last. Does this hurt friendly units? Deals moderate damage to single. Right. Deals minor damage to all units. Never misses. Probably hits my friends. It's even previewing the fact that it's hitting my friends. So let's not be doing that, shall we? It has a very low chance, and the stat difference affects the hit rate. I see. It all makes sense then. Get stone gazed on. Their failure to defend the critical point is going to bite them in the bottom. How many turns do these go on for? Sure, it's not unlimited. Oh, cool, the Mandrake's healing forest area, but then why is Jose healing in forest area? Why is everyone healing in general? God knows. You're A, you'll be going next. As for you, Jose... he's too low in magic points to do more, but still. Slicey, slicey. Perhaps I should be concerned that there's a fiery beast attacking my my plant monsters. I doubt they'll be appreciating that. Alright. I've taken your home. I think. It worked last time, but I'm not sure if it worked by accident or not. God, that area heal seems so good, but it's also quite magic intensive, isn't it? And I'm probably just healing junk. So when I get these units that are low on low on magic, I don't know if there's a way to regain magic, but it doesn't look like they can do a whole lot else. I mean, if I get you in here, you're just a liability. But that's okay, sometimes that's all you need to be. I don't want to advance from my glorious fortified wooden position here, but perhaps sending out the leader to be completely jammed between other units isn't great. Ah, that's okay, they've got defense going. So you just hold on there. They want to come and get me, they're more than welcome. Yeah. Like I said, you are there to be a liability. I'm the one on the attack, I don't have to defend anything. Boy, my poor leader is completely surrounded. That doesn't become a problem. After all, losing a leader loses the units under their command, doesn't it? Might even be worth considering. Because now you are locked in. Ain't no way out. That's quite funny. We're never taking care of this flame dragon, so I need to get my way out. That could be tough to do. Oh well. Yeah, as expected, you're all out of magic to keep the protection going. You'll just die if you hit Belanus. To that extent, I don't know why we even have you guys. Perhaps you could move around here and provide adequate distraction. Again, don't attack, you'll just kill yourself. And then Rocky. Maybe levels really do mean a whole lot. Do I have any chance of taking down this big scary dragon thing? It does so much in response. 20% chance of inflicting petrify or paralysis. Yeah, petrify it is. It's good to be attacking from the forest anyway, because his counterattack might just... I was hoping I could say miss when it whiffed, but it did not. I played the same faction as you. I love Stone Gaze. I don't know if I love 20% chance proc attacks in a turn-based game like this. Yeah, there we go. That damn paladin. See, I hit you, but you hit back just as hard. I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't give up this position in favor of smashing into this dragon. Because that dragon is chunky. Or if I just stare down this knight. Well, I've got the better position than the knight. I should be hitting him where I am. His attempts to hit back will surely whiff. and then our mandrakey friend can take out this thing. At this rate, my my useless liability flyer will be able to take you out. What's all these red circles? What do they mean? I don't know. That bard has got to go. Yeah, good job, Steve. Can you do... Here's the thought. I've got a mage who's completely out of mana. What can she do? I don't know. Can she just, like, sit there and regain in any way? Oh, here's a thought. You are A. So you are under this knight. Maybe if I pin you in, I'll be able to take care of the knight and then steal that Belanus. Doesn't seem too untoward an idea. I'm loath to give up the position that you have here, but we're not really doing anything with it right now, so let's just try and numb you down a touch. There we go. Liability seals the deal. Strongest imp in the neighborhood. Oh, I do have a full load of magic off of this Pegasus. And the Pegasus can move like crazy. I'll give you another turn of healing, but afterwards you could come back and save my leader in a time of crisis. Poor move. Wait, how did you move out of my amazing lockdown? Actually, how did it move? Perhaps there is a critical element of area of... Oh, well, bye-bye. So much for taking care of that bard. How was it able to squeak out of there? I had it surrounded in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. The world will never know. Locked units can move one space if open. Huh. Well, okay. How can you tell if they're locked or not? Well, heavens knows. Paralysis, probably. They'll have chains on them like your leader. Oh, I thought that meant defense was up. Funnily enough. Kind of want Kane dead. Also want the Bard dead. Bard seems more achievable. Don't swing your loot at me. No respect. I'll get in position to help out shortly. There's an evasion debuff. Even the worst enemies can hit a surrounded unit. Oh, splendid. Resplendent. Right. Such a shame that Kane isn't keen to die. It'll take multiple turns to get that off of you. Oh well, just keep plugging. We'll die eventually. How about you, Mandrake? Single enemy unit within 2 hex. It's kind of good. Shame you're a little bit out of it, but I'll go for you regardless. Chump damage. Fortunately, I've still got you around. Oh, right, no, your magic is all gone. I don't even know what to do with you in that case. Probably shouldn't have you die since you're a leader. So maybe the best thing to do is just keep you back. You are a complete chump. But you might just be able to help with taking care of this bard. Yeah, such is what you get. This is the world's strongest imp. Alright. Ew. So... did I catch this thing or something? Puh, weakling imp. Mm-hmm. I know you're not in the... you're not in the forest here. I kinda need to deal with this thing here. Endure. And finally, the Pegasus can enter the scene. But to where? I go all the way back here. I'd love to help fight that thing, so let's go all the way over here. Kane, your days are numbered. Oh Christ, that's my leader there. She's not having a good day. In fact, I dare to say she's having a very bad day. But fortunately, my enemies, who, upon surrounding my leader and almost killing her, have decided the best course of action is to leg it. Ah, I knew it all along. Cowards beget cowards. Alright, Kane has really got to die. When does Jose get to finish the fight? Next, actually. Okay. Things at this rate, it's not even going to come to that. Better not risk you killing yourself. Why don't you area heal instead? You just hold off there. And next turn we need to put an end to our foe. Alright, Jose. Funny, his model there doesn't really quite look like his wee image in the bottom left. Doesn't matter what you look like though, what matters is that you put an end to this conflict. You fall. I'm gonna steal your big red dragon, I think. We'll see how my understanding of the game goes. We have it trident pincered down after all. I'm still unsure about our faction's motivations to go fighting. We haven't been attacked at all. We're just going around doing horrible things to people and their dragons. I notice there's a lot of Japanese games playing fanfares, one after the other, as if it's meant to make me happier. Worst thing I ever had in that regard was loading up an Atelier game. I forget which one, Sophie maybe. And it must have played the fanfare a dozen times, telling me about all the DLC stuff that I had unlocked. I don't recall buying any DLC, it must have been rolled into the base game after some time. So there we go, a few tactical sacrifices were made, but all leaders got through. We crushed Guimul, despite them having the advantage. We set fire to their homes and claim it as our own. Wonderful. So how do we see the units that I have taken? Wow, we just straight up get them? Full health, full everything? We don't need to torture them into submission or anything? But then I don't get to be told an enemy has been converted to your cause. Jeez, you just slap the crap out of every summon I have so far, it seems, and I didn't even have to properly fight you. How about that? It's almost like strategy is important. Clearly the game is too easy for Jake. Well, I did put it to easy mode, because I was quite certain that it was going to kick my ass. Not necessarily from being difficult, but from being far too much to understand at one go. So, rune power. I'm guessing the cost is the rune power, so if I drop out my unicorn, it drops down the cost by, indeed, 40, but 40 is not enough. I tell you what, this big bird was pretty useless. So maybe I could keep the unicorn. After all, what woman would actually give up having her own unicorn? In fact, it seems to be a bit of a running theme with what they have. You've got the Pegasus. Swordman Sid. Oh, you had a Thunder Dragon. Definitely some cost-benefit analysis going on here about what you bring with you. Medusa's the one with a huge amount of power. You should be the one that's bringing in all the summons. Even so, though, man, that's just more units to handle in combat, and that sounds like anti-fun. Why would one ever release a monster? I mean, I could get rid of you. Yeah, that's right, there's upkeep in this game. Mana is the currency. You'll keep equipment. Wait, they can be given equipment? Could I give my new swole dragon friend some cool equipment? Possibly, but we have none. I guess that's why you do missions. Kind of similar in a lot of ways to some of the systems in Sengoku Rants. But if we've just slaughtered them, what's stopping us just going on a rampage and taking out all of their stuff? I suppose the threat of a counterattack is a pretty big one. Surprising how expensive the mandrakes are. I suppose they're pretty tanky in the forests. Could I summon another one? Costs me mana. How much mana do I have again? 3,000. Yeah, give me another one. Just in case they come attacking here, I'd like to be able to fight back. Although... Hunter, Enchantress... Not really much here. Can I switch you? Done and done right. Hopefully there's no cause for caring about affinity. And according to the map, we could either strike south or west-southwest. Well, Shumenli is empty, and I'm more than a little curious what happens when you just waltz into an empty area. So if we just end the phase there. Probably should have put some of my people on oh, wow, okay. Where did all these units come from? They bolstered enormously. I mean, this was empty, and this one was half of what it was before. How could this be? Now I'll never get to answer my question. No, I wanted to grab a few of them. How do you confirm some? That's confirming all. Stand by. R1 to select. There we go. So Talia, Medusa, and... yeah, we already brought in Swordsman Jose. Why don't we bring in... Hang on. Since the order... Can you only organize your units in the organization phase? I guess that question can answer itself, doesn't it? Get away from that. Let's figure out a proper attack here. How do I undo all this stuff that I've been doing? Oh god, what is that? Elements, weakness... yeah, got all that. Get me out of here. Oh god, I don't know where I am menu-wise. Get me out of it. There we go. Could we not have you do that? and instead have you go over to Orsol. Yes. Yes. I could have the other ones go south, but I'm curious if they're ever going to attack me. Yeah, I couldn't tell you why the buttons aren't looking so hot. I suspect it's because I plugged in my controller in the middle of the game and it didn't like that at all. But you know what? I have no pity of the game over that. If this were a console released game 10 years ago, that would be a fail, would not be allowed to be published. But I don't know how standards are for console games these days. There was a game that failed to get published because if you plugged in a dance mat in the middle of the gameplay, it would crash the game. Victory will bring us one step closer to what? I don't understand our motivations. Why don't you send you guys on a mission? Because we're done here in 5 minutes. And I won't be looking back. Do appreciate this guy's big chunky troop usage. Alright, be free to flank around the sides there. You guys keep up the rear. Could you imagine Dominions if you had to command your units individually like this? That said, you do more, you do as much, if not more, autistic setup during your, what do you even call it? When you give your characters their instructions on what to do in Dominions. It's pretty cool though. I prefer setup and release rather than micro every step of the way. Shinobi and a freaking unicorn crush. Alright, big scary dragon thing. You don't like being in forest, but you love being in priory, so get to it. Keen to see that thing in action, actually. Could you imagine if Dominions was somehow even worse than it is? Oh, well, hey, maybe we'll find out. Maybe Dominion 6 will be a complete wash. Good lord. Is that meant to be like an Osakan dialect for this guy? Alright, Toby. God, all of my units get their turns now. It's a little dangerous for you, but nothing wrong with a bit of danger. Surprise! Oh right, you guys don't want to be surprised. I keep forgetting. If it's got a big horn on its head, it's a healer. Don't throw it into its demise. Easy thing to forget, surely? However, since you're so fast and otherwise not a lot of utility to me... No, they want to defend the main point. Fine by me. Right, healer, huh? Just stand back behind everybody else. You make a move behind. What's this thing made of? Scary stuff is what it's made of. Claw it down. How can birds not be evasion tanks? Mandrake absolutely wants to be up close and in that forest. Alright, Bazoo Knight. Sonic combo, every unit within a 3 hex radius. Every unit? Oh, a single enemy unit. Don't know how I misread that as badly as I did. But it's minor damage. I'd rather do moderate damage, and if we take out Lieutenant Conrad here, then his monsters, who are already in lockdown, are gonna have a pretty bad day. Good lord, I feel like I'm Yuela in Kamidori. No touching this. Well, if that's the case, surely we should get all up in this guy's face. And we can do exactly that. Don't know why people put in the uptime command. Not least of all, I don't have commands around here, but Twitch now has that. Single enemy within a 3 hex radius. That's you, Conrad. Get despaired, get paralyzed, and prepare to die. Minor damage to all enemies in a line, and it says enemies, not... No, it's all units. Okay, well, I'm sure my Mandrake will be fine. It'll be fine. Conrad, what was your strategy? You ran in, got instantly surrounded. And all your units just got... Actually, I'm not sure if It looks like one of them did escape, and this one did not. The level 2 giant snake. God knows if I place any value in that thing. Paralyze is good, because it keeps the enemies from counter. Oh yeah. That sounds very useful. Slam down one paralyzed, and then just punish, punish, punish. I wonder if getting a bonus from being in forest is something that our units get, because we're so, I don't know, tribal. Ah, what a freaking coward! This game, from what little I've seen of it, shows a lot of systems that I do really like. Capturing enemy units is something I've always enjoyed in strategy games. Games like Dynasty Tactics come to mind. Even grabbing generics felt good in that one. It's better when you can liquidate them down in some way, but hey-ho. Gives them that kind of, not just beating your enemy, but harvesting your enemy is always nice. And the granular bit of leveling up and equipping your units looks good. Reminds me of Dominions. Asmaroth, you couldn't be more wrong. There's even an experience number, and as people get more experienced, they build up these little star medal things which boost their attack skill, defense skill, research skill. And on top of that, it's not just a simple, oh, I leveled up, I'm stronger thing. There are so many ways to level up units in Dominions. You transform them. You can what else is it called? Twice-born them. You give them all sorts of stats and bonuses and things. It's not just limited to leveling up and calling it a day. But I will be calling it a day on this. Yeah, there are certain things to say that I think are good about this game, but it's not my kind of game. By God, I, generally speaking, can't stand this kind of turn-based combat-y stuff. And I get it, I've played turn-based games and enjoyed them, but this one's playing it straight. I am not amused. But it does have systems that look good. I don't want to play this game, and I have no idea why it was brought to me. Maybe for exactly this reason, or maybe for some sick punishment only Stassi could possibly know. But I don't think they're here to explain themselves one way or the other. So if you do like this game, then you probably made a good choice. It does look good in a lot of ways, but it ain't for me. So in a sense, that really makes it like I've had to eat a double bill of punishment today. That just doesn't seem right. I think the only way to rectify this is by playing a really good game. And what better thing to do than to do something that I said I wouldn't do again. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Let's have some Ascension 20, Slay the Spire. Said I wasn't going to come back to it, but it's actually been drilling away in my head ever since I stopped playing it, thinking, come on, Jake. You got to the heart. Surely you could kill the heart in Ascension 20. Alright, give me a few minutes to grab some water, nibble on something, and I will be back momentarily with some Slaying of the Spire.